Ho, 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 everybody. This is Mike. God damn it. This is Mike and Dave hit the stage. Listen, just before that happened, Dave hit the start button, but didn't hit the start button. And I said, ho, 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 and we both laughed really hard.
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at how stupid I am for not hitting the record button. I hit stop instead of record.
Anyway, this is our Christmas special, if you could call it that. This is going to come out the week before Christmas, and we wanted to talk about our favorite Christmas songs.
And honestly, the ones I picked, I don't know how the ones you feel for you, but these are always the ones that make me think Christmas is coming. I got to get ready. It's going to be a good time. Christmas is one of those holidays. I'm not big on holidays.
I'm not big on Christmas.
I'm a huge Christmas guy.
I like Christmas.
Only because my family is big into Christmas.
Yes.
We're Puerto Rican. Christmas Eve is our day.
Mm-hmm. Us too. We do Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, when the kids open the gifts, it's almost like,
it's the aftermath.
That's it. That's it. It's done.
It's nice, relaxed after that.
Yeah.
Everything is leading up to Christmas Eve for us.
Right.
So, do you want to start the list? Your pick?
Sure. So, my first pick for Christmas songs is "Oi to the World" by No Doubt. You said you had something to say to me about this.
I previously have said that I don't like ska.
Okay.
I previously have said I'm not a huge fan of punk. Uh-huh. I'm slowly starting to realize I just don't like No Doubt.
Really?
I really hate her voice.
Really?
It is one of the things I hate the most in music. It's that boo-boo baby girl voice.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
And it's irritating to my brain. And I joke about this. It's a cock softener. I mean, I've never been.
Dave, it's a Christmas special.
Merry Christmas. My dick is soft. This song sucks. This song sucks so fucking bad.
What it is about this song is that, and if you read the lyrics, it's very weird. It's about I guess it's an Indian boy called Haji, right? And a skinhead named Trevor.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is Haji starts a band and he plays on Christmas Eve. And that's basically why it's a Christmas song.
Because he's not celebrating, because he's not into it.
Right? But Trevor hates him for some reason.
Because he's a skinhead, and skinheads don't like brown people.
And beats up Haji with his own turban.
Which is also insulting. That implies he is not Indian. He is not specifically Arab. That means he's a Sikh.
Yeah.
And that means he is intentionally not aggressive. And that means he attacked a guy who is not going to fight back unless he felt his life was threatened.
Right,
which is fucked up.
Stop yelling at me.
Sorry, I hate this song so much.
Wow, we came out hot today.
I hate Gwen Stefani so much.
So, what it comes down to at the end of the song, and Haji stabs Trevor
because he was defending
with
himself.
A sword, like the guy from Indiana Jones.
Well, that's the thing about Sikhs. Sikhs keep a blade on them at all times.
Okay.
I live in a neighborhood with Sikh people. They are so nice.
Right.
They are not. They literally go out of their way not to bother people. They will defend themselves if absolutely necessary. So that story checks out.
Do they drink? Because that's how the story ends.
No,
Haji,
that is not.
Haji saves Trevor by going down using his turban, which sounded really racist to me.
It really, all of this feels wrong. That a little white girl
You're going to tell me. This. Well, no, I think the story is actually
from the bassist.
I think yes.
Tony?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, my hate comes from education. I don't like the band. I know who they all are. I just don't like her voice. And
you know that she was not the original singer.
Yeah.
Well, there was two singers, and then the guy killed himself.
No, I can't make a joke about that. That's terrible.
No. But I'm saying that's. But and not liking her, I understand.
The thing is, they should have replaced both of them.
Wow. So either way, Haji saves Trevor right after he stabs him, and the police are coming, and Trevor's bleeding out. He takes him to the bar, and they drink. And that's how it ends. And then if God came down on Christmas Day, you know exactly what he'd say, Dave.
I know exactly what he'd say.
Oi to the punks and oi to the skins.
I was going to say...
Go ahead.
Gwen Stefani's a pain in the ass. I can't stand her voice so much. It's not often I really despise something. I think it's I think we've come down to maybe one per list that I don't like, but this I genuinely didn't like.
As soon and I started out for you too. My God.
The rest of the list is the rest of the list. This song immediately got me mad.
This song, I'll tell you why I put it on there. I only like it because, it was when I started getting into punk and ska, and I was like, ooh, listen to this.
To me, this...
So I put it on there. I wouldn't even say this is a favorite of mine.
It's
and now that it annoys you so much, I like it.
It's gonna be on repeat in the car on the way back. It's not badly performed. I just can't stand her voice. I don't like the message the story gives. The idea of saving somebody that you intentionally defended yourself against is one thing,
right?
But the names feel intentional. I hate skinheads. The idea of skinheads, usually skinheads are lumped in with supremacists,
right?
For good reason. A lot of them are part of the movement. I don't sit well with that. And a lot of punk and a lot of, well, not so much ska, but a lot of punk has a lot of hate in it. And I noticed a lot of the stuff you suggest has none of it.
Right.
But the mention of them gets like the hair on the back of my neck up.
Well, because there's different kind of skinheads.
Yeah, no, there are. They're the worker guys, and then they're the...
Right, then there's the Nazi skinheads.
Nazi punks.
Yeah. Right.
And as we know, Nazi punks must
fuck off. Well, dead Kennedys. Nazi punks
fuck off.
Merry Christmas. I think we've cursed about that.
Happy holidays.
We've cursed more in this one. And
Gwen Stefani can go fuck herself.
All right, so
I'll take that to my grave.
All right, that's my first one. Tell us about your first one.
This one I had to do. I couldn't stop myself.
When you put this on, I loved it.
So, our mutual drummer, Mike, is a member of a few bands over the years. I'm not going to start naming them all, but in this case, the Clay Pigeons did a Christmas song and video.
Yeah.
Oh, the Holidays. And there is not much more fun than the Clay Pigeons.
Yeah.
These guys are just so funny.
They started out as a band that played quite often.
Yeah.
And then what happened was they all moved away from each other, I believe.
And they kept in contact and kept putting shows together.
Right. And what they would do is that they would, I don't think recently with the pandemic and everything like that, but they would at least play a Christmas show.
They used to do a yearly Christmas show, and they used to do Den Stock every year.
Oh, did they? Okay. All right.
The only issue recently is that everyone is out in the world and couldn't get together.
Right.
And Mike has talked about stepping away from music as a retirement. I've voiced my beliefs about that.
Right.
I love you, Mike.
Listen, one day we'll put a picture of Mike up on the Instagram so you can see who the hell we're talking to. I think we will. We're
going to have him on for one of these.
Yeah.
He's already agreed to at least one.
He was the best man at my wedding. So when we say these things, we're poking fun. We're not being mean. Yeah.
I love Mike. Mike is one of the most trusted people in my life. My friend Sean, my friend Lou, him, my friend Luigi. These are people that I've been friends with 20 years, 20 plus. I've had, Mike's helped me out when I've been in rough patches. I've tried to help Mike when I can.
Right.
People who back each other up. And to promote something he did feels good. I like having him available to the world.
Yes.
I want people to hear this. Because one, it's a fun video.
Yeah.
And it linked through YouTube Music, you'll be able to click on the video or the song and check it out the way you want to.
Right. And the other thing is, I know we joke about it, but it is kind of true. So apparently the newspapers in the New York City area, we have something, I'm sure everybody's heard about it, SantaCon.
SantaCon.
Or it's a time when all the 20-somethings go to all the bars in the city dressed as Santa or sexy elves or reindeers or whatever. And they wreak havoc on the city.
Except for the lead singer of the Clay Pigeons, who dressed up as Jesus.
So they seem to have adopted the picture, the still frame of part of this video.
The Clay Pigeons.
Running down. I think
snowy hill.
I think it's through Tompkins Square, if I'm not mistaken.
We'd have to check with Mike on that.
He'll hear this and he'll
shake his fist at the sky and correct us.
Yes, but they put that in the paper as the either the start of the Christmas season or something to do with SantaCon. And it's hilarious because they were not doing that.
No,
I don't even think
they had nothing to do with it.
If half of them don't drink at all,
I don't know.
I don't think they're.
I know at least one guy doesn't.
Yeah.
At least one.
Well, Mike will.
Mike very rarely.
No, but I'm saying Mike will.
He'll be able to
let
correct us.
Yes.
The other cool thing is that this video is very New York.
Right.
It's got a very New York energy, a very New York style of filming.
Right. And it's an original song. It's not a cover of a Christmas song.
I do have a I don't even know what it is. It's like a vinyl, but it's not. It looks like a sheet of plastic, and you put it on a record player, and it's a Clay Pigeons track.
Really?
It's one side is their song, and I think the other side is a cover.
It's this song, or
It's this song, and on the other side is a Christmas cover, and I forget the band.
Yeah.
I could probably look it up, but it's literally on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it vinyl because it's not solid.
Yeah.
It's flexible.
Yeah. Is it like the thing you get like when McDonald's handed those things out? Or whatever?
Yes.
Or you would get on the front of, I got the Renegade Jew on Rolling Stone. He was Dude,
I had no idea where that was going.
Come on. No, it was, I remember when I worked in a deli when I had to be about 15 or 16, back when magazines were a thing. Rolling Stone had an inset record.
Yeah.
And it was made out of like almost like a waxy paper almost.
And it was square.
Well, no, it was square, but you pulled it out. It was like perforated. And the guy's name was the Renegade Jew.
So strange.
And it was a rap song.
Of course it was. Of course.
I mean, I never heard of him again, so it obviously did not go anywhere.
The reason I know about this, like I knew what it was when he handed it to me, is when I was a kid, I had one of those from McDonald's.
Yes. And then two all beef patty stuff. Yeah.
And then I also had one from Alf. It was those Melmac girls.
What?
No, you've never?
No.
The horrible TV show, Alf?
I know Alf, but
there was a song.
And the horrible ending. You know how it ended, right?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this on the podcast already?
No, we haven't talked about TV or anything like that.
Alf ended. I forget what season it was, but there was supposed to be another season.
Yeah, he was captured by the military.
But he was surrounded. So basically, they ended, and then they canceled it after that.
Yep.
So basically, it was Alf getting captured, and you know what happens once the government gets the alien?
Yeah.
He's being dissected. So that's how Alf ended.
Yep.
Terrible.
It's the same thing. Quantum Leap ended similarly awful.
No, but I heard the new.
No, I don't care.
I'm going to watch it. No, they
don't fix
they connect it. No, they connect. You know why you've watched?
You don't fix it.
How do you know?
The problem is Scott Bakula was awesome in that show.
Yes.
And you don't fix it.
Okay.
They should have done it right the first time or made a movie. TV movie, I would have been fine.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Oh, Alf.
The stupid flexible. But the Clay Pigeons had one of those little flexible records. Yeah. I have two of them. I think one was for me, one was for my wife.
Yeah.
Now my wife. We weren't together back then, but she had come to a show, and I'm never getting rid of that.
Yeah, no way.
That is a permanent part of my non-record collection.
Yeah.
I don't have a record player.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping that.
Yeah,
forever.
of course.
Now, for anyone who knows Mike, not you, the other Mike, he has vinyls up on his wall. And he has the albums, The Darkness, and the stuff he loves. Darkness Rush, I think Dream Theater, maybe Transatlantic. Jesus. I know. I know you don't like this stuff. I don't even like all of it. But I love The Darkness. I found an appreciation for The Darkness much later in their career. And
May I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Are they serious or they know it's a joke?
In the beginning, I don't know. But now their writing is phenomenal.
Yeah?
I mean, they have songs on their new albums that are just mind-blowingly good.
So they got serious, or
I don't know. I don't know their level of his voice has that falsetto ability, but he sings like that. I don't know if that would make him silly.
It did to me.
It felt like, although that was, I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Yeah.
Was what we left my wedding ceremony. That was our walk out.
That's
was
funny.
that?
That's funny.
Like our walk. My wife walked down the aisle to "We All Need Some Light" by Transatlantic.
Okay.
And then the entire ceremony had piano stuff in the background. And it was the keyboardist from Dream Theater playing Dream Theater songs, but on a classic piano.
Okay.
So very simple, very, very tasteful, muted in the background. And then walked out to I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
All right.
Because I thought that was really fun. Nobody else got it. I don't care if they did.
Yeah, who cares?
So back to Christmas.
Yes.
So clay pigeons can do no wrong. They're
No.
super fun.
Yes.
Mike, please don't quit. I know it's not really subliminal, but don't quit. I'm gonna Kevin Nealon the crap out of this. Yeah, I think we should talk more about politics. Don't quit. So the next song is, and this is something I'm gonna say a lot. I love the Dropkick Murphys.
Yes.
And the season's upon us. It's when we talk about Boston, you can't stop talking about Dropkick Murphys.
No, you can't.
They're right there. They literally
And
Boston's-
they wear it.
yeah.
They wear it.
They wear the cap.
Yeah.
And they're the jacket. Mm-hmm. And the alcoholism. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of the people of Boston. The Dropkick Murphys have the exception to the rule. They are so fun.
I love Boston. I truly do. Even though I know I said a couple of times how, I made fun of it and whatnot, but I honestly, back when me and my wife first got married and we were not sure we were going to stay here, we were going to move, Massachusetts and Boston, the Boston area, were one of the areas where I wanted to go if we left.
When you hit the Mass
And
Turnpike,
then everybody went, why are you moving from New York to Boston?
So when you hit the Mass Turnpike,
Yeah.
did they hand you a copy of a Dropkick Murphys album? Was that like you put the change in and out came a disc?
That's it, right?
I just can't imagine, like, maybe Sweet Caroline playing in the background, some Neil Diamond.
I have to. I don't know if this works with you, but I don't know
Pardon me.
if it's ingrained in me because I'm half Irish, but I have to. Like it's a feeling when the bagpipes play, and I know you say you hate bagpipes.
Well,
right?
I'm part Irish as well.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if this happens to you, but like I feel the music in my bones. That's why I picked this song.
No,
because
that's irritation. The bagpipes.
no, that's irritation for you.
Everybody wonders why bagpipe players are always walking because they're trying to get away from the sound. They're trying to get away from that awful noise.
So this song, not that it talks about like my family at all. There's a couple of lines in there where I pick and it's like, oh, interesting. But it's just the feeling of, and if you watch the video helps. It's that feeling of getting together with your family, and the little stories that happen. That's what I love about the song, and the feel of it's still an kind of an Irish feeling song.
I definitely, to me, it's a definite Boston Irish feeling song.
Right.
One of the things that a lot of these songs remind me of, and even songs that you picked, are Christmas Eve in my family.
Yeah.
Because Christmas Eve was not celebrated in one place. We're a Brooklyn family.
Right.
My grandmother used to live 10 blocks away.
Yeah.
My cousin's 40 blocks the other way. Mm-hmm. So what we used to do is Christmas Eve, we go to my grandmother's house and we do Christmas Eve dinner. Right across the street was my uncle's house.
Yeah.
And we go across and they were having a huge party. Mm-hmm. They had a 4-floor a 4-floor building house.
And everybody was,
And
every
2 floors full of people.
Yeah.
When I was little, it was here on the first floor.
Okay.
I don't know where people
I was
were
about to say,
standing.
where?
The kitchen used to be bigger.
Yeah.
And the living room was the living room. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was packed.
Yeah.
But that's the way where our families were. And then like we drive out to my cousins over on 48th Street in Sunset, and they were having the same kind of party.
Yeah.
So by midnight we had been everywhere in Brooklyn.
See, we do a one and done. Well, my whole family, most of them moved to Florida and whatnot. I have a few cousins and aunts and uncles up here, but they do their side of the family.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Each one of those events was a side of the family.
Yeah.
And they were different cultures.
Yeah.
So we go to my grandmother's house. My grandmother was Irish. Mm-hmm. Irish. Born in 1913 in County Cork.
Right.
So, no joke. She came over in the 20s. Not her 20s, the 20s.
The 20s.
So we'd have my aunt and my grandmother lived in the apartment. Our friend Danny, family friend Danny Galvin, who came over with my grandmother. My 2 great aunts, three great aunts, Aunt Sheila, not her real name, Aunt Eiley, not her real name, Aunt Mamie, not her real name.
Yeah.
My aunt, when she was young, couldn't say their names. Julia, Ellen, and Mary.
couldn't say their names?
She couldn't pronounce their name. She had a speech issue.
I thought there was like a
Yeah, my aunt refused to learn.
language thing, yeah.
It was English to English.
Yeah.
In my family, that's apparently
That's what I mean. I was like,
my Irish as Irish can be aunt.
right. I thought it was like a brogue thing or something.
No. So my Aunt Julia became Aunt Sheila. Don't know how.
Okay.
Aunt Ellen became Aunt Eiley, and Aunt Mary became Aunt Mamie.
Okay.
So the four of them, my grandmother, Sheila, Eiley, Mamie, Danny Galvin, great family friend. He's been to every event up until a few years ago.
Right.
And he's not doing great at the moment, but every holiday he is on the list everywhere. Everyone asks, how is he? We look for him. We try to get him to come to events. So we're trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
My parents, my cousins, everyone's gathered there. Then we go across the street to my uncle's, my Uncle David. Uncle David, Irish, obviously. His wife, Italian.
Right.
The Italian side of the family occupied this house.
Yeah.
Like North Africa during World War II. Italy was all over the place. Food, music. It was just a huge Italian Christmas.
And this still happens, or this is
Unfortunately, my Uncle David passed away. My aunt Elena has her Christmas at her new place with her daughters, and my cousin, their cousin, we're not actually related, it's through marriage, and their kids.
Yeah.
So that whole family still gets together. We try to plan stuff. It's not easy now.
Yeah.
Because my sister comes from upstate. I come from Long Island. And then my father's side of the family out in Sunset, it was my uncle, his wife, their three kids, cousins from everywhere came in.
Right.
Like people I only met once or twice. And my great aunts from that side of the family, my grandmother used to live in the house with them. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And that was just one day. Then the next day we'd go to church and open presents, go to church, pass out.
Yeah.
Because you were exhausted.
See, we do one stop. We go to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house. We stay there. Some people come in, some people go to other places, but that's basically where we stay.
Yeah, we were the visitors. We visited every house.
Yeah. Nope.
And when Jenny and I had Devin, we did our first Christmas in our place.
Okay.
And we had her parents and my parents and my sister, and that's when I proposed.
On Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Thank God she said yes.
Yeah, imagine.
That would have been awkward.
Sucked.
So back to the list.
Yes. Go for it.
This is the weird one. This is A Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. I love this song.
Why is it weird?
Well, if you listen to the lyrics,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's festive, but it also sounds like he's starting an incantation and keeps getting interrupted. The time is right, the moon is up, the spirit's high.
Simply.
Yeah. Everything sounds like he's being interrupted.
That's hilarious.
It's a good song, and it's got the weirdest synth.
Well, it's 80s. What this year? Did it come out in 82? What year did this come out? I think I would
Might
say
have been earlier than that. It
Yeah?
might be
In
late
the
70s.
70s?
Maybe late 70s.
But this always reminds me of being a kid because, again, we're going to bring up Z100, but Z100 would start all the Christmas songs.
Oh, yeah.
And way before, thank God, way before Mariah Carey, who is not on this list.
She's not on this list.
And she'll never be on this list
she
because I
does
will
have
kick
to be
this
mentioned.
table over.
She does have to be mentioned.
Why?
Because that song.
No, because then
has
you invite the
become-
demon in.
Have we met? Of course I invite the demon in.
No, not Mariah Carey.
But no, I'm not saying she belongs on this list.
Can I say this? Like you fucking hate.
You hate Mariah Carey?
I fucking hate Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's something we disagree on. I don't love that song because it's been played to death.
And she plays it up now.
Of course she does.
She dressed like a witch in a video this week and said, I'm back or something. And said that she's like the princess of Christmas or some bullshit. I get out of breath. I'm sorry.
I know.
I got very angry.
I know the feeling. For boo-boo baby voice motherfucker. I hate Gwen Stefani.
Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
So
I gotta breathe.
with All I Want for Christmas, it's because it's been played to death.
Okay, well, I thought we were not talking about that.
In this case, Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
Yes.
One, at this point in his career, Paul McCartney was already a living legend.
Yes.
He's still a living legend.
Yes.
But this was it feels like right around that time he did the duet with Michael Jackson.
Is it? No, that was like 80. If we're correct about the 80s coming out in the 80s,
Yeah.
then 82, 83.
Even Well, you think he's been around since the 50s.
Yeah, yeah.
So 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, he's in his fourth decade of fame.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, no, this song, I have no problem with the song. It's just you know, it's a staple on Z100 for me.
Yeah, CBS FM.
Yeah, yeah.
There are a couple on here that definitely belong on CBS FM.
Oh God.
It sounds like a gym, like a recorded in a gym, a gymnasium. Echo everywhere. CBS FM.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, Wonderful Christmas Time always made me think of my kitchen.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, eating pancakes for breakfast. It was just that song that was there in the background.
It reminds me of, we used to go to, it was Christmas Eve. We used to go to my friend Dan and Joe's house. They lived about 4 or 5 blocks away from my house. Knew them since I was in kindergarten. Still know them today. And they used to have a Christmas party in their basement every year. Santa would come and everything like that. And they had a bar in the back, and they would put Z100 on, and it would play all these songs, and this was one of them. And it was it just reminds me of Christmas.
This is the kind of Christmas song that always felt good. It's kind of cheesy in '80s, but it's still fun.
Yeah,
it's still like,
and it's not offensive. It's not.
No, not at all. I don't
mean offensive like
it doesn't assault the senses.
Yeah, like Mariah Carey.
Yes, she does assault the senses. I will give you that. Honestly, like I said, I don't like the No Doubt song for obvious reasons.
I get it.
But The Season's Upon Us, it's a Christmas song, but I don't feel like it's a classic.
No.
So far, the first classic we've mentioned is Wonderful Christmas Time.
Yes.
By Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, yeah.
Now, there are other really good songs by the Beatles, or former Beatles, that fit into the holidays. Not Well.
Yeah.
And whatever that was, the Christmas Time in Africa.
Oh yeah.
I thought about it. I'm like,
nah.
It just felt it felt forced.
Yeah.
It was one step past We Are the World, which leads to Dio and Stars.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that?
No, I don't think so.
There's a metal get together, like all these metal bands got together and did a song called Stars.
The only one. Well, no, I don't know.
It was Dio's band and guys from Quiet Riot and Iron Maiden and all these.
Isn't okay?
I'll show you the video. It's
what
like
about Band-Aid?
9 minutes.
Now that we think about,
it's like Band-Aid, but for metal only.
Oh, okay.
Like,
weren't there a couple metal guys in Band-Aid?
yeah, but not like this.
Yeah.
Halford's doing vocals. Jeff Tate's doing vocals.
I think I have heard this. I think I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I have.
Paul Shortino from Rough Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the heavy metal guys. Blackie Lawless is in it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not what you'd expect, and it doesn't sound the way they wanted it to sound. They meant for it to sound like you're all stars,
right?
But it really sounds like we're stars and we're doing this for you. It didn't come out the way they expected. So back onto topic. The next one is Lou Monte, and
yeah, baby.
Now the thing is, I love this song.
Now here's the thing: is that I kind of put this on as a joke. I kind of put it on not as a joke, only because it holds a dear spot with me and my wife. We laugh our asses off at it every year at how stereotypical it is.
It is so stereotypical.
Right? But the whole thing is that I'm half Italian, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It actually makes me laugh, you know?
Yeah. I think the last song is more offensive.
The Seasons Upon Us?
No, the very last song on this list.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. But, so Dominic the Donkey. It's about a donkey.
I'm sorry, what kind of donkey?
An Italian donkey.
An Italian
Christmas donkey.
There it is.
Chickadee cheek. Yeah.
So,
Dominic the Donkey.
Down the block from where we are right now, my friend Dominic used to live. A Polish-Italian kid.
Yeah.
Growing up in Brooklyn. This song used to send him into what I can only describe as a barbarian rage.
Why?
He hated this song. Because anytime
for the stereotype or for
no, he didn't give a shit about stereotypes. He didn't like his name mentioned in a song.
Really,
especially about a donkey.
I would get excited if my name was in a song.
I got nothing.
I got nothing either yet.
Mic drop. I don't know. I got nothing.
But
the idea. He hated it. He hated the song. He didn't like. He wasn't too keen on his Italian side of the family. He wasn't too keen on his heritage.
Right.
He wasn't really connected to being Italian that way.
Right.
what he really hated was everybody who made fun of him used that as a weapon.
Yeah. Well, he pointed it out.
I think I'm the only no. Once it was pointed out to him, that would send him off the rails.
Oh, okay. All right.
But for me, I didn't give a shit. I never made fun of him, so never had to worry about it.
Right.
And then one day he told me that he hated it. I'm like, why? And he told me the story. I'm like, yeah, that song sucks anyway.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen to it out of respect for him. I never listened to it.
Listen, it's funny that is allowed to be played every year, and certain other things can't be, just because this.
I'm wondering what you're saying you can't play.
It's just what you can't. It's what you can't because it talks about a certain culture, let's say.
Oh, yeah, there's a little rough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this, me and my wife talk about it every year, and we go, how long before we never hear this again?
I don't think it'll ever go away.
I don't think so, because...
think about how old this is.
We can laugh at each other. I can laugh at myself. It's...
The other thing is, I don't think there's anything in this specifically that is insulting.
No, they're not talking
like if you're
about
saying
Italians.
something, if you're saying something specifically, I'll say incendiary,
Right,
about somebody, or inflammatory about somebody. That's different than this,
right.
The fact that Lou Monte did it, that's the what I call armor.
Yeah,
He's like, this is about my people,
right.
And it's a fun song. It's really,
The kids like it.
it's right up there where Grandma got run over by a reindeer,
Right. I tell my kids, hey, listen,
which is not on this list.
you guys are no. Well, there's so many that could have been.
Yeah.
It's any list we make.
Run, Rudolph.
I always think of all the ones that I could have put on, and I'm like, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one for the next time. But
We'll be doing a Christmas one at least once a year.
Yeah,
And they're going to get weird.
well, if we've already picked these songs to begin with.
Well, I picked what I love all these songs.
Yeah.
So the next one, and this one, my wife was like, why did you pick that? I'm like, because it's not a long song. It's got a great lead in.
No, it has not a great lead in.
I love the lead in. I love Bing Crosby is angry and cranky.
You put it on, yeah, and you didn't just send it to me, the song.
No, I sent you the playlist.
You sent me the video.
Well, it's part of the playlist, including the entire intro with David Bowie.
I was just
basically kneeling,
roast out.
He is emotionally kneeling to Bing Crosby because he knows he's in front of musical royalty. He's like, yeah, I sing.
Yeah. It's so terrible.
They're not good actors.
No,
David Bowie. I wouldn't say his best talent is acting.
when they act like they don't know who each other are.
Well, I genuinely believe Bing Crosby had no clue who this
is true.
This weird-eyed guy was. Fun fact: does not have heterochromia.
No, it's his pupils.
His pupil is permanently dilated
Yeah.
from a punch to the head.
Yeah.
Either a punch or a hit.
Yeah.
Either way, he got hit in the head. One of his eyes is was permanently dilated.
Right.
So it looks like he has two different color eyes,
Right,
but he doesn't. Heterochromia, very weird, very cool.
Well,
what David Bowie had was talent.
Well,
he was an amazing singer.
Max Scherzer from the Mets has it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, well, he has one blue eye and
you
one
could have made
brown
up a
eye.
name. I wouldn't have known. I don't know anything about sports.
Oh, does he? Who is he?
Burfy Warfurfer from the New York McGillicuddies. I don't know shit about sports.
Really? So I can't talk to you about the 13-game Devils win streak? They didn't lose in a month.
I stopped watching hockey, and I'm assuming you mean the Devils playing hockey.
Yes.
I stopped watching in high school.
Why?
I just fell out of it.
Really?
I fell out of all sports. I used to follow basketball. I used to follow football. Just fell off. I don't know what the hell.
What the hell?
was.
Is that a baby?
I hope. If not, it's the death knell of a goat. I don't know. Up, down with the donkey. Somebody got him.
So back to David Bowie and
David
Bing.
Bowie and Bing Crosby. Now, Bing Crosby was a classic crooner.
Yes.
And David Bowie has kind of a big voice, especially for a slight, very thin man. So to hear them harmonize and sing like that was really pleasant.
Once they start singing, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
And it's another one of those ones where, you heard it as a kid and it signified Christmas.
Yep.
So
and I'm gonna throw this out there. Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Okay.
I don't know if they did anything Christmas together, but their duets are awesome.
Are they?
They're awesome.
See, I'm going to bring up Jim Norton now, but he brought up when you listen to him and they're doing like their kind of banter back and forth.
Banter's not good.
And Tony Bennett does the fake. Ha! when he laughs at her, and he's like, "It sounds so fake. It's so bad."
Yeah,
and then now I can't hear anything else when I listen to it.
But I think that's why I like this banter, because you know it's completely made up.
So
and
as
they're
soon
just
as
trying
it
to get through the
started,
lines.
and he what did he ring the bell or he knocked on the door or whatever, and they started talking. I went, Dave, what did you do to me? Dave, what did you do? I can't.
Now, barring the intro, is this not one of the greatest Christmas songs?
Oh no, it is. It is.
Now, The Little Drummer Boy is a song. I think it's World War One.
I have no idea.
The armistice for Christmas.
I have no idea.
No, I don't know if you know this. During World War One, they stopped fighting for Christmas.
Oh, did they?
And kind of celebrated Christmas together.
Together, yeah.
Not close, but
right.
They ceasefired for the Christmas.
Okay.
Which is
amazing.
It's a miracle because
Right.
nowhere else in the world does that. And that was at the time it was the largest land war we'd ever seen.
Right.
And then World War II happened and that shit went sideways. But yeah, the songs like this come from moments in history like
Right.
that. This is just a really nice song.
Yeah.
I was gonna put Twisted Sister, "O Come All Ye Faithful," and we're not gonna take it because they're the same song.
Are they really?
They're literally the music is "O Come All Ye Faithful."
I'm not going to do it now because it would just be dead air, but I'm going to do it in my head.
The idea of we're not gonna take it
Yeah.
and "O Come All Ye," they're the same song.
Cool. I'm going to listen to that later.
Yeah, I'll play you the video.
Yeah.
They actually
They sync it up?
No, they did it.
Yeah.
They re-recorded. They recorded a Christmas album and they redid the song as "O Come All Ye Faithful."
Uh-huh.
So back when all the members were alive,
Yeah.
including their drummer AJ Pero,
Yeah.
they did another version of the same music just with the actual original lyrics.
Right.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
But Peace on Earth, it's Little Drummer Boy. They're so good, and they line up on top of each other so well.
It was very nice. I like the way they play off of each other, and
It's something you don't hear anymore.
no.
And one, you don't hear crooners.
Yeah.
And this is something we talked about in the car, the idea of Sinatra.
And yeah, oh yeah.
And that links into other songs we have here. But the crooning and the old school singing is so long gone.
yeah.
And when
They try to bring it back on American Idol when I used to watch it, but it never sticks. It never sticks. Nobody likes it.
Yeah, well, nobody likes it, and it doesn't make money.
Right.
But making money doesn't mean it's good. Like, I think Josh Groban, I'm not too...
Who's that?
He's a singer.
I've heard the name. I don't know who he is.
I think he's a singer and an actor, but he's a singer. And his stuff is very much in that style.
Yeah.
Him and Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé, yeah.
Which, I hate his name so much.
Why? You don't like the commercials he makes with the bubbly water or whatever the hell it's called?
Is that like Hint, where it's the idea of a flavor?
He's changing. You didn't see these commercials? He's changing. He's putting a little accent on the A, so it says Bublé. No, nothing.
We'll put him in the same category as Gwen Stefani.
And Mariah Carey.
Yes, we'll put Mariah Carey.
No,
in there.
see, you refuse to say Mariah Carey.
Let's put a line in the sand. Everything else except for All I Want for Christmas.
No,
Let me defend. First two albums.
I couldn't even tell you what songs were on there. I've heard them, I'm sure.
Vision of Love.
But once she goes, nope, done.
Once she hits whistle pitch, you're out.
Done. Get away from me.
Okay, so
I don't care what you can do. You sound like you're just making noise.
well,
I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure it means something musically. Not to me.
Well, it's not about what it is musically. She's got the gospel-y and soul voice, but she took it to a different level. Oh, that made me so mad, but it was so
You're so mad. That's great. I angered you.
I was like, oh, that was so bad.
Stop snoring, asshole.
I kind of agree with you. That's the worst part. Like, I like her. I don't like her that much.
But you're defending it like
I feel like great singers should be defended.
Okay.
And she's a great singer.
Yes, she is.
Is she a great writer? No.
I couldn't tell you.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
She had one good song, but
Yeah.
it was written by Prince.
Yes, it was.
Call back to another episode. Prince writes amazing songs. Yeah. He launched careers of two female artists, Four Non-Blondes and of
Really? Linda Perry was.
Yep. He wrote What's Going On.
You sure about that?
I think so.
I think she wrote it.
You keep going.
Yeah. I'm going to say that she wrote it. And I'm going to say that Mariah Carey really stinks.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to keep saying it because you're not even talking.
It's not going to change my opinion. Hang on. This is going to be the first time I'm actually looking for a song.
Yeah, I want to know. I'm pretty sure Linda Perry wrote it herself.
Let's see.
Come on, Linda Perry.
I stand corrected.
Am I correct?
You are correct.
Yes.
I don't know what song I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of somebody else then.
I don't know. The only reason why I know that is that Pink
Yes.
went to her,
For permission.
not for permission, but to help write.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she was going to
Well,
try
Linda
to cover.
Perry called her. Oh well, I think she. Maybe you're right. I don't
think she
remember the
wanted to
story.
cover
She's
it.
covering. Yeah, she covers what's going on, and maybe she went to her permission. Yeah, and then they hit it off, and she helped her. If you look at a lot of Pink songs, they're co-written or helped. She helped with the writing.
Hang on. I
Oh,
think
you're
I
looking for
found it.
more. Prince Christmas song. Prince.
Oh,
you
okay. So, Prince helped write that song.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Really?
So when Prince died,
Yes.
there was a tribute,
Okay.
and Linda Perry was not included.
Uh-huh.
And she was pretty mad about that.
Right.
And then Sheila E. said, "Well, you're not relevant."
Wow.
Yeah.
Sheila E.
Sheila E. Brutal.
Is she the one that broke her back?
No, that was Gloria Estefan.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
That was not meant to be racist
I don't
at all.
think no, it wasn't racist. It was a little racist, but it wasn't tone deaf. As far as Gloria Estefan,
Yeah.
she can do no wrong.
Okay.
Her, everyone jokes around about the early songs.
Yeah.
What an amazing.
Yeah. I don't know enough, so
I don't know anything she's done. I don't think she's ever done anything Christmas, so we can't really talk about it here.
Okay.
But man, she had some amazing songs. And yeah, she broke her fucking back in a bus accident and recovered.
Yes.
Who does that?
Gloria Estefan.
Apparently. So,
Yes.
Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy. Thumbs up for the song, thumbs down for the version I found.
Not the version, no, just the beginning, just the
intro.
the terrible improv or whatever that was.
2.5 minute lead in.
Yeah. Hi, I'm David. Oh, hi, I'm Bing. Ugh.
Bing,
Shut up.
Bing not talking about beating his kids.
Yeah, that's all I thought about was
Hit him with a bag of oranges.
and all I kept saying was boo 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 boo. That's all in my head. That's all I kept saying. Get on with the song.
So,
Yes.
next song is from the Waitresses.
Yes.
Christmas Rapping.
Yes.
Which I did not know enough about. I knew.
Really?
I've heard it, and it just it sat somewhere in my mind.
Yeah.
But never really.
One of my favorite songs. One of my favorite Christmas songs, only because, and I only read the lyrics doing this. I knew basic, but I didn't really realize that it was like a story.
Yeah.
Right? And here's the other thing I picked up. First off, it's pretty humdrum. Oh, I'm not gonna celebrate Christmas. And then she runs into the guy at the store, and now, oh, Merry Christmas, right? This song, the way she sings it, if you listen to the lyrics, she's talking about how fast paced the year is, right? Now it's this. Now it's Halloween or whatever. She goes,
Yeah.
And if you listen, she's rushing the song.
Yep.
So I never picked it up until I listened to it for this list.
Like she's blasting through.
She's just blasting because at one point she's not even finished doing the verse, and she's going right into Merry Christmas, and I was like, wow. I never picked that up.
That is the part of the song I knew. Other than that, I never paid attention to the rest of it. But it's that idea that it's coming so fast.
Right. But I never picked up that she's rushing through the song.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, that's such a cool.
It's a weird.
That's a cool idea, though.
And it works.
Yeah.
It works for the song at least.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling song. Like when you listen to it casually.
Right.
But when you look at it, it's kind of fucked up.
But that's the whole point. That's
yeah.
why I like it, is because sometimes I feel like even this year, I felt like everybody was rushing to get to Christmas. It was Halloween, and everybody's like, ugh, and I'm like, Jesus, can we just go through these holidays?
We have this every year, and more so in the last few, but really every year, your Halloween stuff comes out, and Thanksgiving stuff comes out at the same time.
Right.
Then Thanksgiving
They
stuff's
just want
out,
to get to.
and before Thanksgiving hits, Christmas stuff is already up.
No, it's literally November 1st. Like the day after Halloween is Christmas stuff.
We're not far from Thanksgiving right now.
Yeah.
A little secret: these are recorded in batches.
Right.
Not letting any major secrets out.
So-
But just a few blocks away, they have Christmas trees up. And
Oh yeah, we just walked past them.
yeah, and we're days after Thanksgiving.
Right. Well, listen, that I don't mind, but I don't. But I verbally say it when I walk into stores now. Like the day after Halloween, I walked into a Michael's or something like that, and they had Christmas trees up already. And I went literally as I walked in, I went.
Do you know how long it takes to decorate a Christmas tree by hand?
Yeah.
All those little things made
But
by
I go
hand.
out loud. I go, Jesus, really? Already? Can we do Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it'd be nice to do Thanksgiving before Christmas.
Yeah.
But then the second Christmas is over, it's going to be Easter.
No,
Is it Valentine's Day? That's right. Valentine's Day starts late December.
But see, that's stuff that I don't pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Because that's not a real holiday.
Right. So, but this song gives me that I get it. You know, I'm not gonna Merry Christmas, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna celebrate this one this year.
The last few years, it feels like we're rushing to the end of the year because we're hoping next year will be different.
Right.
Especially since pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic changed everything about the holidays.
Yeah.
Not having that Christmas with my family was super weird.
See, we had it.
We didn't I had gotten very sick.
Yeah.
Before, like in the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take any chances.
Yeah.
And my parents are older. Mm-hmm. They are the risk factor. They are, and they both have health issues. Didn't want to take any chances. Mm-hmm. And I was already not feeling well. We were almost a year later, and I still was sick.
Yeah.
Like not the same, but I was still like my body hadn't fully recovered from COVID.
Yeah. We did the whole pod thing. Like it's the people that you just hang out with, and that was flawed. We said it was a pod, sure, but then I went to work. My brother-in-law went to work.
There's
it's
no
so
such thing
hard.
as
Right.
There's no such thing as the traditional isolation,
right?
Because we all have to interact with the world somehow.
And
if you worked from home and built shit in your house, that'd be easy,
right? And not last year. Was it last year? We missed. Yeah, last year we missed Christmas because my house was
sick.
We got the COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID. Yeah, like I'm 50. I'm almost 50. What the fuck am I talking about?
So the year before, it was contentious. We weren't going to do Christmas. We were going to do just in our house. They were going to do here. The reason being is that people were getting sick. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty bad at that time.
Last year it got bad, yeah.
Yeah. To the point where one of my coworkers dropped dead at work.
Oh, God.
The day after Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. I worked Christmas Eve into Christmas Day.
Uh-huh.
And then a coworker had passed the next day at work in the department.
Jesus.
So
Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's the holidays. Holidays when there's something like this is horrible. It's awful and hard to deal with.
And you think we're rushing into it now? So
the idea that we're getting better is great, and people still want the year to end so they can move on to the next year. Hopefully, things are better.
Right.
For me, New Year's is a non-holiday.
New Year's, we go to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's again. Something. No, you know what? Actually, last year we were COVID bound still. It was that whole week, so we stayed home. And we don't. New Year's is not a big thing, but this was the first year the kids actually stayed awake. They actually made it to midnight.
My son tried 1 year. It did not go well.
They did. But my kids tried the past 2 years or whatever, and they didn't make it. And then last year they made it. They made it to, and we did the whole. We gave them apples. I think it was
sparkling cider.
Yeah. And my wife and I did the champagne, and they had a great time, and we had a great. It was just us, just the four of us.
I think that's like, for us, birthdays are huge. Like your personal orbit around the sun. Like for us, our personal orbit around the sun trumps the calendar year.
Yeah.
The calendar year is just the calendar year.
Right.
It doesn't change anything for us. Your birthday counts as the
your new
for
beginning.
Me, I hit 41 this year.
Yeah.
That was my 41st orbit.
Yeah.
And that's fun to me.
Yeah.
That's fun. My wife thinks the same way.
That's cool.
I don't know how she feels about her age. I'm not about to throw her age out there. My son just turned 6.
Yeah.
He was so excited about being 6.
Yeah.
He's running around, I'm 6.
Yeah.
Super excited. Doesn't care about New Year's. Cares about turning 6. Now next year's going to be turning 7.
Yeah.
For us, Christmas, Halloween. He likes Valentine's Day because he's a kid and he gets candy. 4th of July because we go over to a friend's house for a barbecue. He's a pyromaniac, so there's explosives.
4th of July, we go to Pennsylvania on the top of a mountain.
Yeah,
I don't think anything is going to trump. Like if this year we went to just a local park, my kids would be like, "What is this?"
So the 33-gallon Rubbermaid bins?
Yeah.
This guy has 4 of them in his trunk full of fireworks.
Okay.
And
they
I'm terrified of fireworks.
They spent basically a down payment on a house last year.
That's
in
insane.
Fireworks. Yes.
That's insane.
Yes.
I can't imagine spending that much money on fireworks.
They put on a tremendous show.
Like this last year, we had the good idea. My wife and I had earplugs. My son had the over ears, like the good, like kids grade hearing protection, and it was still loud as hell.
Yeah. So, should we move on to the? Is this the final song?
It is.
Oh,
this
boy.
is the last one, and now this is the classic of all classics.
All right, I got things to say.
Good. So this is Dean Martin with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
First off, Dave. Rudy. When he said Rudy the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I wanted to punch
That was the end of the first verse.
Well, he says it quite a few times.
Yeah.
Through the thing, and I wanted to. I was in my car. I wanted to drive off the road. Rudy. I love Dean Martin. Don't get me wrong.
So it's everything up until that point is fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
And then he kind of goes off and starts Rudy.
And not only that, then he does I'm guessing German accent for Santa Claus.
I don't know. I'm not Dean Martin.
It sounded.
Nor have I ever been that drunk.
It sounded German, and the only thing I could think of is it wasn't Saint Nicholas from a German folklore,
Santa Claus,
right? So that's the only thing I could think of, which makes sense.
Maybe he was thinking of the singer from the Scorpions.
But but yeah, then he does the German only thing I could think, kind of German accent for Santa Claus, and then can I bring it up, Dave?
No, I think I get the pleasure of this one.
Okay, all right. Wait, do I have anything written down here? Hang on. Rudy, no. Okay, go ahead.
So one of the last times he says his name, it sounds like he's saying Rudy the Red-Dicked Reindeer.
I heard that and I was like, wait a minute. I had
you backed it up.
I backed it up because I'm singing it and Rudy the Red-Dicked Reindeer. I went, what did he just say? What does he say for real?
It's actually supposed to be Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer.
That is not what he says.
It is not what he says. That's what it says in the liner notes. That's what it says on lyrics.com. It is.
It's so.
This is going to go in the list of misheard lyrics.
Yes.
But it really sounds like he's saying Rudy the Red-Dicked Reindeer. And that is so fucking stupid. Like, who thought. Even if you could squeeze it past, why would you?
How would you squeeze it past? It's so blatant. There's no squeezing it.
Maybe he thought, fuck it, I'm Dean Martin. I can say whatever I want.
Well, he did. He made a German accent for
Jesus,
Santa Claus.
So bad.
And what year was this recorded in?
I don't even want to know.
Was it right around World War II? Because that would be disgusting.
It's from an album.
No, it's got to be the 50s, right? It's got to be the 50s.
Hang on. Let's see.
And then there was a video for that too, and it infuriated me.
Oh, I do not want to.
What?
I don't even want to see the video for it.
It's just like a series of cartoon reindeers. But occasionally they threw like Dean Martin's face next to it. And I was,
so this is from 1959.
Okay.
Winter Romance is a 1959 long-playing album by Dean Martin, accompanied by an orchestra arranged by Gus Levine.
So 14 years after World War II ended. All right, I guess that's okay.
I mean, it's
it was.
This is probably the weirdest song I could think of.
Yeah.
Without getting creepy, like "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Well, yeah.
Everyone takes "Baby It's Cold Outside" the wrong way.
That's what my dad said.
Because it's more. He's like she's saying, "I really have to go because I shouldn't be here."
Right.
Which it's the idea that she shouldn't be staying out late with
a man.
With a man.
Right.
And he's saying, no, but baby, it's cold outside. Just stay here. You can sleep over here. I will leave you. He's basically saying, stay here.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous to go home alone.
Right. It
It's
does
very
sound creepy as shit, though.
It's very easily misconstrued.
Yeah.
And what didn't help was South Park doing the duet.
South Park doesn't help anything. It didn't help the Corona. Did you watch the Corona special?
I couldn't.
Dude, it was... I haven't watched South Park in years.
Oh, man.
And I told my wife, I said, we got to watch. Apparently, they're doing a Corona special. Whatever it was called. I forget. It had a funny name, too.
Was it the post-COVID special?
Was it? I don't... Whatever it was. And they explained how it came over here. And it was Randy.
Of course it was.
And he had sex with some animal over there, and he was trying to hide it. And he couldn't because now they're investigating how COVID came about. It's so bad. It was so funny.
Everything
and so
they've done.
Terrible.
Now, this is very...
Well, honestly, didn't South Park actually start as a Christmas thing?
It was
Wasn't it
the
Satan?
Christmas...
Was it
Jesus versus
Jesus
Santa.
versus Santa?
Yep.
Jesus versus Santa? Yeah, Jesus versus
Jesus
Santa.
versus Santa is the first episode.
Right. Well, it was a short, actually. I don't think it was an episode.
It was literally cutouts filmed.
Yeah.
And they revolutionized.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Mr.
even the first
Hanky?
episodes... Oh, Mr.
The
Hanky,
Christmas poo.
Do you know the words howdy ho are said in my house no less than 300 times a year? I mean, I randomly... And I can sing that whole song in that shitty voice.
Well, yeah, no pun
I will
intended.
not be doing that. My sinuses are all messed up right now, but I would normally do the whole thing.
Damn it.
Oh, it's terrible. It's right up there with Cornwallis, his son with the big piece of corn sticking out of his head. I think the other one's name is Simon. He has a nut sticking out of his head. He's a little nutty. So terrible. His wife just yelling and berating him. Which is amazing you're not a gamer because they are a whole level in the first South Park game.
I didn't even know there was a South Park game.
There are 2 RPG games.
How do you role play South Park? You just walk through South Park and do things?
Imagine if they were LARPing.
Yeah.
If the kids from South Park were LARPing.
Don't you bring it up.
I'm not.
Okay.
But imagine if they were playing like Dungeons and Dragons, but LARPing.
Oh, you just lost half the fucking...
I know, I lost like 3/4
half the
of it.
fucking audience.
Well, in South Park, they get dressed up, wizards and thieves and all the classes, and they fight.
Yeah.
And there's one kid, of course, the abilities, the classes, I think it was Ranger, Thief, Cleric, the Wizard, and the Jew. Yeah. So the Jew.
Oh my goodness.
Now the Jew.
I shouldn't have laughed at that. That really sounded bad.
It's South Park, so you know what they're gonna do.
It's Kyle.
No.
Kyle's not the Jew.
Well, no. That's the thing. The classes are, you pick your class. You're not playing a character. You're playing a new kid.
Yeah.
And the new kid doesn't talk,
Right?
Because they didn't want a voice actor involved that wasn't theirs. So they create a new character who doesn't talk, and he picks his class. And when he picks his class, he can pick the Jew. He has a dreidel. He literally spins it and hits somebody with it. I forget, one of them is literally fireworks, and then there's jujitsu, where you basically just kick a kid in the face.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Of course, you can level up and get better gear.
Yeah.
Your best gear as the Jew, you're dressed like Jesus. Because they couldn't stop themselves.
Yeah.
And one of the levels is you're playing in the sewers and you meet Mr. Hanky and his family.
Yeah.
You have to find the kids.
Okay.
And his wife is shit talking him the whole time you're trying to have a conversation.
That's hilarious.
Like she's literally like, you can't do anything right. One of those.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's Mr. Hanky is definitely a Christmas character.
Yes.
Santa, who gives a crap about Santa on South Park?
Right.
It's Mr. Hanky the Christmas.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, so
Santa's a little helper for Simpsons.
yes.
Krusty, for some reason, is a Christmas character to me.
Is he?
No, but he feels Christmassy to me.
Yeah.
Homer's everything.
So why are you saying what like the whole Simpsons
Like Simpsons
cast
has
is
no, just
Christmas to
those
you?
characters. Like because of the I think episode 2.
Yeah.
No, episode 1 was Santa's Little Helper.
That's where the whole entire thing?
Yeah, episode 1 is where they get
remember.
Santa's Little Helper. And then later, Bart gets a credit card in his name, Santos Al Helper. And that's stuck in my head. And Krusty just, because he's Jewish, and he has the Hanukkah specials.
Yeah.
It always felt funny to me.
Yeah.
So those characters always, and Homer, he's Homer.
Yeah.
He looks like Santa.
He could be Santa. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put a big beard on him.
Yeah. And it's always fun.
Big red suit.
Family Guy's Christmas specials were always terrible. the road to the North Pole or something like that.
I don't know.
Just Brian driving Stewie to the North Pole in a Prius. Terrible. He's planning on killing Santa.
You see, you've stayed with these shows a lot longer than I have. Like the only shows I watched for Family Guy after like the first few seasons were like the Star Wars ones and stuff.
Okay, well, I got the first 4 seasons after they were canceled.
When he tells him don't get penisy. Are you shooting? Oh God.
The first 4 seasons, my friend Jay, who lived a couple blocks up,
Yeah.
one-legged Jay, burned me copies of all 4 seasons onto not even DVDs, CDs.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking a long time ago when they were first canceled.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got those, and I used to watch them incessantly. I used to fall asleep listening to stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd fall asleep listening to episodes of Family Guy. So that stuff stuck in my brain.
Yeah.
For now, at least. And they were great. And the first Christmas episode was When You Wish Upon a Weinstein, the one that wasn't aired.
Wow.
Have you never seen?
No.
Oh, man. Inappropriate to the nth degree.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But it's funny. The song,
So, yeah. Rudolph the Red Dick Reindeer.
Yep, Rudy the Red Dick Reindeer.
Rudy the Red Dick Reindeer.
Dicked.
Dicked reindeer.
Which, like I said, in the line notes, it says beaked. I don't think so.
Doesn't even sound close.
Like I said, as always, included in the notes is going to be the link to this playlist.
Yeah, listen to it for yourself.
Please listen to it. Literally enjoy all these songs. You know I'm not a super fan of Gwen Stefani, but
Yeah.
give it a chance.
Give it a chance for my sake.
No, give it a chance for your own sake.
Yeah,
let people decide for themselves.
Of course.
I cannot fucking stand her voice.
Yes.
Or her face or her attitude.
Wow.
I was gonna say something so fucked up. Let's just say I was about to hope Blake Shelton was a widow suit. I can't stand her. I really can't.
Dave, this is our Christmas episode.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Blake Shelton.
Dave,
Dig a hole.
Dave, Christmas. Christmas. I can't look at you anymore.
It's because I'm crying.
I know.
Oh, this blonde bitch.
Anyhow, I think this is where we should end.
This is where we should call it.
Oh, Dave, I love you. Merry
I
Christmas.
love you too. Merry Christmas.
Everybody out there, Merry Christmas.
Oh, we love you. Take care of take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I made myself laugh way too hard.
Bye-bye.
Bye.